The Singapore River Cruise by WaterB was a fantastic experience. The boat was comfortable, and the views of Marina Bay, Clarke Quay, and the city skyline were stunning. It was a relaxing way to explore Singapore's history and landmarks. Highly recommend for both tourists and locals. I did this with my dad on our first night in SG, and it was definitely a great way to start our SG getaway. Last trip is at 9 p.m., so you better get to the docks before 9 p.m. They will scan the QR codes from Clarke. What a tour! Starstruck emoji. When we were in Singapore, we went both with a hop-on hop-off sightseeing bus and took this boat trip. We highly recommend both, and we recommend to combine them as they offer different views of the city. The bus is a convenient way to get around if you want to get off and see places. We did that during the daytime, and went up to, for example, eat and to visit attractions such as the Battle Box. In the evening, we took this boat trip. After having read reviews, we realized that going after dark is the best, as the city then lightens up beautifully. As we also wanted to see the Garden Rhapsody and Garden of the Bay and needed to be back in time, we decided to take the last boat trip possible, which was at 6:30 p.m. The sunset was at approximately 6:50 p.m. this day, which meant that we saw most of the tour in daylight but the last 10 minutes in the dark. The dark was so much better. Our kids totally loved it when the city lightened up. We therefore recommend to take this to even later if possible, and not to forget to check up when the sunset is during your visit here. When we went with the boat, it was raining, and off-season. In total we were only 6 people on board, which made it feel like a private tour. Please note that the ticket office is downstairs, by the water, from the Art Science Museum entrance. Highly recommended, and we would love to again. Good thing we decided to avail this activity in Clarke, dated August 2, 2024. It was a great experience. It is comfortable. You can watch and listen to what they are playing in TV to understand the story behind all the place you are seeing, from the buildings to the bridges which built a long time ago. You will be passing also the Merlion. It is really worth and highly recommended. Good thing we decided to do this activity. Definitely worth it. We were actually aiming to get a view of Singapore during sunset and when the lights of the buildings were on already, but the 7 p.m. time is fully booked already. We were able to ride the boat during the 6 p.m. time, which is not bad because it is not too hot and humid anymore. Do not miss this activity. Our experience on the WaterB River Cruise in Singapore was delightful. Booking was quick and easy, and we went straight through with our tickets. You can choose which dock to board at, and the 40-minute cruise was very informative. It was less crowded, allowing us to move around the boat for the best shots. The stunning views at any time of the day showcase the beauty of Singapore. Highly recommended. Choose only WaterB among other options, as this is clean, spacious and very new interiors. 40 minutes of spectacular river ride watching Marina Bay Sands, Merlion, Flyer, Clarke Quay, Boat Quay etc. You can choose any of the jetty to start your ride from the given options. A must-do thing, and best time is after 7:30 p.m. Went there at 5:30 p.m. for the 6 p.m. schedule, but due to the rain, it was postponed a lot of times since it's high tide as well, but it was worth waiting for 1.5 hours, and the view we got was great, and it was already sunset. Got to see the Marina Bay Sands in close-up as well during night time, and it was wonderful. The 30 minutes ride was really worth it. Much better if you go around 4 p.m. onwards, since it's not that hot and humid anymore, or try to go during sunset. Want to try it again during our stay if time permits. It was wonderful experience, as they give you entire round of riverfront starting from Science of Museum to Clarke and take complete roundabout for good 40 minutes. It was a delightful experience. We get to see the famous sights of Singapore even if some of them were not included in our itinerary. It was very enjoyable. Got the entire boat to myself. Went on a Monday late afternoon, around 5:30 p.m., and started the cruise from Clarke Quay, EU Tong Sen Booth. It's definitely one of my highlights during this SG trip. This was fun, new point of view of SG. Just a tip, when the cruise is about to start, line up ahead by the gate so you'll be the first to get in the boat and choose the best seat.